And Amaranth once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to welcome you to an all-new section. That's right, guys. It's entitled Whole Grain of the Day, the one and only Amaranth. Now, if you've been with Coach D for a while, you know that we've talked about fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds. But now we're going to conquer an entirely new food group of plant foods. That's right, guys. We're now going to start talking about whole grains. So the first one is amaranth. So whether you've heard of it before, maybe you've never tasted it before, regardless, please listen on. Why? Because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of amaranth. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Amaranth is a tall plant, often over 6 feet tall, with broad green leaves, bright red or golden flowers. Amaranth isn't technically a grain like oats, wheat, or even rice. It's sometimes referred to as a pseudo-cereal because its nutritional profile is very similar to that of other whole grains. Now, here's something that you probably didn't know. Amaranth was cultivated by the Aztecs 8,000 years ago. So, as you can see, 23% Nation, this is an ancient food. Okay. And last but not least, it is a native crop in Peru. So for those of us who don't know anything about the country of Peru, it's actually located on the continent of South America, specifically on the West Coast. So there you have it. Just a little bit of background information about amaranth. Now let's dive into a few fun facts. Number one, and this is probably going to make a lot of people very happy, amaranth is gluten-free. That's right, guys, gluten-free, meaning it does not contain the protein that's commonly found in most wheat plants, which is called gluten. Next up, cooking amaranth is comparable to cooking pasta or rice. So for those of us who want to try it, just basically cook it the same way you would cook rice. Also, in Mexico, it's integrated into the Day of the Dead celebration. Interesting. And last but not least, amaranth is named after the Greek word amaranthos, which means one that does not wither. So there you have it. 4 fun facts about amaranth. All right, now before we dive into the health benefits and the nutrient content, let's first discuss the 520 rule. Basically, the 520 rule is all about food labels. That's right, guys. The 520 rule helps us understand and read food labels. Ultimately, it's a guide. It's a guide that lets us know whether or not a food item is a good source or not a good source or even an excellent source of any particular nutrient. Now, what's most important is that you pay attention to the percent DV column, meaning percent daily value. So, if that food item offers anywhere from 0% to 9%, then it is not a good source of that particular nutrient. If it offers 10% to 19% of the daily value of any particular nutrient, then it is a good source. And last but not least, if it offers 20% DV or higher, then it is an excellent source. So now that we understand the 520 rule, let's dive into the nutrition contents. All right, here we go. But first, take a look at the picture. See how beautiful those vibrant colored flowers are? Amazing. Now, for the nutrition facts, we're going to say that a single serving size is basically 4.9 ounces, just under 5 ounces raw, right? So within those almost 5 ounces, we're going to get about 716 calories. Not bad. We're going to get total fat, 14 grams, which is equivalent to about 21% DV. Now remember something, 21% is greater than 20%, so this is an excellent source of fat. Now total fat is 14 grams, saturated fat, it's about 3 grams at only 14% DV, which basically makes it a good source of saturated fat. But please remember something. There is a big difference between saturated fats that come from animals versus saturated fats that come from plants. The saturated fats that come from plants are the good fats, so please don't worry. Next up, we have to look at sodium. Notice 0% DV for sodium. So if you are on a low sodium diet or a sodium-free diet, then Amaranth is definitely for you. Next up, let's take a look at total carbs. 42% DV, so this means that this is an excellent source of carbohydrates. Also, take a look at dietary fiber, 52% DV. So this is a super excellent source of fiber. Next up, let's take a look at protein. Look at that, 26 grams of protein per serving. Now, when everyone asks you, where do you get your protein from? Just tell them Amaranth. Next up, magnesium, 40% DV. Wow, excellent source of magnesium. Vitamin C comes in at 15% DV, so it's a good source of vitamin C. Calcium, 31%, right? So for those of us who are looking for a better source of calcium, please eat more Amaranth. And last but not least, iron. Look at that, 82% DV. So this is an amazingly excellent source of iron. So for anybody out there who's looking for extra iron, maybe you have iron deficiency anemia, right? Maybe you're feeling more tired more often, right? Please eat more Amaranth. All right, now it's time to dive into the health benefits. Now, before we dive into those specifics, Coach D wants to very quickly talk to you about the principle of cause and effect, which ultimately is one of the 7 Hermetic principles. And basically it states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. So, taking food into consideration, specifically Amaranth, here's what you have to understand. Is that if you want to become healthy, you have to cause it to happen, right? So, going back to the principle of cause and effect, the effect are the health benefits. The causes are the nutrients. So, let's eat more Amaranth. And once you do, this is what's going to happen. It's going to reduce your risk of cardiovascular diseases. It's going to be beneficial in maintaining bone mineral density. It's going to boost your immune system. It's going to strengthen the health of your heart. It's going to aid in reducing signs of aging. It's also going to help prevent diabetes and cancer. Plus, it's going to eliminate diarrhea, bloating, and cramping. So there you have it, guys. You want to be healthy? Great! Eat more Amaranth. All right. Now it's time to go to our website for everything vegan, yes. Now, normally I cite forksoverknives.com, but today I want to introduce to you Yumly. Guys, say hello to Yumly. Now, Yumly is a website that basically caters to the vegan lifestyle, meaning they provide all different types of vegan recipes, along with the instructions and of course the ingredients. So I did just a little bit of research on Amaranth and look what I found, 2 amazing vegan Amaranth dishes. So the first one I want to share with you is entitled Red Lentil and Amaranth Protein Patties. Take a look at the picture, looks delicious. The second recipe I want to share with you is entitled Smoky Amaranth Black Bean Burgers. Amazing. So there you have it, guys. Now here's the cool part, is that if either of these recipes whet your appetite, all you have to do is click on the description box and guess what? The direct link to each of these recipes is right there. So if you are so inclined, go ahead, click on the link, follow the instructions, and make it. And please let Coach D know how they taste. All right, Now, 23% nation, I hear you. A lot of you want to know, all right, Coach D, I get it. There are fun facts, there are nutrition facts, but what I really want to know is, when should I eat more amaranth? Well, the perfect day is Nature Day. That's right, guys, Nature Day. Now, here's the thing. Nature Day is the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, for those of us who know nothing about the challenge, well, it's a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships, and help save planet Earth. That's right, all in the first 7 days of every single month. Now, here's the thing. The 23% challenge is the first 7 days of every month. Being that Nature Day is the first day of the challenge, that simply means that Nature Day is the first day of every single month. So whether it's January 1st, February 1st, or even March 1st, it's always Nature Day. Now, some of you may still be a little intrigued about Nature Day, right? And so you want to know what it is, what it's about, and what should I do? Well, ultimately, Nature Day, once again being the first day of the 23% challenge, allows us to get closer to nature. Now, there are several ways in which you can get closer to nature. You can go to a petting zoo. You can go take a swim in the ocean, a lake, or even a pond. Or maybe you can go on a nature walk. But for the sake of the 23% challenge, we're going to get closer to nature by simply eating it. That's right, guys. Eat more plants. That's all Coach D has to offer. Now, for those of us who are considering transitioning to a whole food plant-based diet, Coach D wants to offer 3 options that I believe can help make that transition very easy. Now, you can try to become a 3% vegan, a 13% vegan, or a 23% vegan, like Coach D. Now, a 3% vegan is someone who only eats plant foods only 1 day out of an entire month. 13% vegan translates to 4 days. Now, you can pick any 4 days of the month you want. It could be the first 4 days, maybe it could be 1 day per week. I'll leave that up to you. Now, a 23% vegan is someone who only eats plant foods and drinks only water during the first 7 days of every single month. So come on, guys, jump on board. It's an amazing life. All right. Now, those of us who are, shall I say, interested, right? Coach D wants to offer you just a few tips for Nature Day. Number 1, go shopping in your local grocery store. But here's the thing, because you're only going to consume plant foods, you're only going to hang out in the produce section. Number 2, go visit a local farmer's market. Now, the really interesting thing is that farmers markets offer a few advantages to shopping at grocery stores. Also, go to your prepared dishes section of your local grocery store. Chances are they're going to have lots and lots of plant foods already cooked. So this is for those of us who don't know how to cook plant foods, or for those of us who don't want to cook plant foods, right? Now, my 4th piece of advice is to go visit a vegan restaurant. Yes, vegan restaurants are amazing. They know how to combine plant foods to yield the best taste. So, if you don't know where a vegan restaurant is located in your area, all you have to do is go to Google, type in vegan restaurants near me, and within less than a second, Google will give you all of the available options. Now, if you decide to go, do 2 things. Number 1, let them know that Coach D sent you. And number 2, be sure to order something that has amaranth in it. All right, time for our question of the day. This comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We want to know, which amaranth recipe do you prefer? Is it the first one, the second one, or maybe, just maybe, you know of a great vegan amaranth recipe that you would like to share with us? So, whether you want to take one of mine or share one of yours, please write your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. Now, before I sign out, I gotta ask you to subscribe, especially if you love Amaranth. Don't forget to like and share the video. And by the way, don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's eat more plants. Please remember to put the hashtag in front of you. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.